Hello, and this is Relic Jones here for another Craftin' Congery. This time I'm going to talk about the importance of having consumables at the play table. It might seem a little cluttery, but you'll get what I mean. You want a physical aspect to the game where it can help your players keep track of certain consumable items. Now this is something that has been shown before. I believe DM Scotty has done it before. I do not have an example of them done. You see these toothpicks? Got a little heart at the end. They are the perfect shape for arrows. So you can go ahead and paint these up. Get them at the Dollar Tree for like $100. Paint them up, and they can be representative crossbow bolts and your arrows that you get in the game, and it helps your archers constantly keep track of how many arrows they have. Probably remind them to keep looking after they kill their prey to go get these. I like this also because they are color coordinated, and you could keep the shafts, because what you do is paint them all brown, and then paint feathers on the end, paint the tip silver, and you'll be good to go. Or you can keep the shaft of it the same color, and this is suddenly now a poison arrow. And then you can have your archer open a treasure chest or something, and then you can actually hand them, this is what you find. Find a poison arrow, fire arrow, I don't know what blue would be. This would be ice. What would blue be? Magic drain or something. A magic arrow of some sort that does magical damage. But the idea of consumables, you just paint them up normal to be normal arrows, are very useful. Help your players constantly keep in track of that, especially if they don't like to do that on paper. They'll definitely like the physical aspect of the game. Another thing is I bought at the Dollar Tree fake coins. You heard it here, folks. Get 30 fake coins, and you can keep track of currency this way. You drop about $5 and you have enough for a good game. You have two different, you got like a silver and a gold if you want to do the currency exchange that way. But, you know, if your party is about to have a shopping adventure, like, okay, we're down, we did our mission, we did this, and now we want to go shopping, right? Definitely bring money, and they can haggle, and you can get really in character with actual coins. Or, yet again, if you have a treasure chest, you can say, hey, you find this much money in a treasure chest. I actually did that for an adventure. I had a big party, and there was party gifts for people playing the games. And I had a bag, and I told them, go ahead and grab your party gift out. And they would randomly grab a gift, and they had a bunch of stuff. They had like tokens for a free inn, like you get a free night at the inn where you get some food. I just painted up cardboard slips and said that. And I had gold, and I had arrows. I had a scroll inside. I actually made a scroll. It was a scroll of fireball that they ended up using. I actually went and painted up a horse the color of, I thought I had it around here, stone, and then it was a summonable animal that they could mount and ride. Stuff like that, stuff like that. Physical items, very useful, because the idea of the surprise of opening up things. Now another thing that I like to add is I got these at Joann's Crafts. They're pretty cheap. They're about $1 or $1.50. These are little glass bottles. They do have a lid that you can put to them, but I don't have it right now because I cleaned it out. Now, what do you do? I didn't clean it out too well, but what do you do with this is you go ahead and go get different colors of Gatorade. You fill it up, and you cap it, and you say you were rummaging around the alchemist's lab when he wasn't looking, and you found these potions. And you have different colored potions, and you hand it to him. Say, when you're in trouble, think about taking one of these, and you don't have to tell them what it does. You know how like roguelikes randomly generate what the color of potion does? You can do that. You could have one be bad, not too bad. Don't kill your player. Maybe even not even damage them that badly. Maybe like 3 damage or something. But it really has a sense of surprise. And the players at the table are going to be like, I'm actually thirsty. I'm going to actually drink your Gatorade. And with Gatorade, you get a bunch of different colors, is what I'm focusing on. At one point, I put orange juice. since when you get your blood drawn, they always give you orange juice to help you regain stuff. Yeah, I use that as a healing potion. And I definitely make sure you thoroughly clean them out, because I'm getting black gunk on the bottom. But that is my thoughts on consumable items on the table. I've also heard on a different gameplay that people had magic berries that were actually like jelly beans, and they gave them special powers with which color of jelly bean. And that's something you could also do. Anything that has multiple colors and can be consumed, thematically, that is. Definitely, you add a different element, a completely random element that is a mystery to your players, right? And have fun with it. So, this is Relic Jones signing out for another Craft and Congery. Hope you have some good games in the future.